Hello, my friends. As of today, intense battles continue along the entire front line. Despite the challenges, the Ukrainian forces are conducting counterattacks and even making progress. Let's start with the Avdiivka direction, as the occupiers remain active here, relentlessly assaulting Ukrainian positions. All enemy groups that managed to breach the city have been destroyed, and they haven't been able to establish a foothold. Ukrainian forces are successfully repelling all attacks on the outskirts of Avdiivka from the south. However, new offensive actions have begun today in the Opytne area. Here they are attempting to reclaim positions previously lost to Ukrainian forces due to a small counterattack. Despite Russian claims that the Ukrainian forces have successfully countered their attacks in the Pisky village area, they are managing to advance towards Donetsk, where battles are taking place across the fields. Additionally, Russians are actively shelling towns like Spirne, Odradivka, Donetsk, and Svatove. These attacks aim to cut off access routes to Avdiivka. Significant artillery work is being carried out by the Russians near Svatove, where partial successes can be acknowledged. However, they are not making overall progress, and the front line remains unchanged. Occupiers are also continue their assaults in the Novokalynove and Keramik areas. They have managed to move closer to Keramik in recent days, but Ukrainian forces are still neutralizing them, and there are no significant changes along the front line. Unfortunately, these are not the only attacks. The occupiers had a setback yesterday in the Pervomaiske area, so today they are launching attacks in the Nevilske area, attempting to gain full control of the village. Moreover, Russians remain confident that they will capture Avdiivka and have set a deadline for the end of this year. All in all, the world's second largest army is on full display. Furthermore, a video has surfaced online showing migrants who have acquired Russian citizenship being taken to a military enlistment office after praying at mosque in Котельники.
Вчера со мной произошел такой случай. Я был в мечети на пятничной молитве, и после того, как все закончилось, меня забрал ОМОН в военкомат в город Люберцы. Там я прошел медкомиссию, затем отправили на распределение в город Балашиха. Сейчас пока я здесь нахожусь. Такая вот обстановка. Никаких контрактов, ничего не подписывал, жду комиссию, после этого буду все решать.
In general, mobilization continues in full throttle. This is precisely why Putin hasn't announced a new wave, as it is already ongoing without any official declaration. Further south, in Mariinka, battles persist, and attacks on Novomykhailivka have resumed. Furthermore, the battles in the Pobeda and Krasnohorivka areas yesterday were unsuccessful for the Russians. They have failed so badly in their offensive operations that they are running out of ideas and ways to resolve this situation. As a result, they decided to claim they had captured Kirill Bohdanov near Avdiivka. In essence, the circus continues. But while the occupiers fabricate tales, the Ukrainian forces actively eliminate them. Reports of strikes in Donetsk emerged yesterday, and today more details have become available.
The shelling of the military unit of the Vostok detachment in the motel area was successful. In addition to the ordinary militants, the Ukrainian armed forces eliminated 6 officers who were conducting a briefing, according to Russian military sources. In Donetsk on October 21, a military unit of the Vostok detachment of militants, located in the motel area, was targeted. This was reported by Roman Tvilin, a retired colonel of the Ukrainian armed forces and a flight instructor, in an interview with Channel 24. Several times, rockets were fired at this unit. They rebuild it and relocate there again. In recent days, Ukrainian artillery and precision weapons have been active in Donetsk. This is connected to the Russian attempt to advance in Avdiivka, supported from Donetsk, Novomykhailivka, and Vasyukivka, the expert reported.
In general, the Russians continue to suffer significant losses and still fail to comprehend the need to leave Ukrainian territory. The situation has also deteriorated again in the Bakhmut direction. There has been a sharp increase in shelling along the entire front line, and the occupiers are actively advancing toward the settlement of Druzhba, attempting to draw our forces away from the Vasyukivka area. However, it won't help them, as there are ample forces to repel their attacks. Battles are ongoing in the Andriivka area, and the General Staff has reported shelling in Odradivka again. Perhaps reconnaissance and sabotage groups are breaking through there, but for now the shelling remains questionable. Today, battles have also resumed on the northern flanks. They are once again attempting to advance towards Bohdanivka and gain control of Khromove to force our units to withdraw from positions near Barkhivka and Yahyne. This 4.5-kilometer front section is crucial for further advancement toward the encirclement of Bakhmut. For now, the battles continue, and there are no changes along the front line. Near Soledar, the occupiers were unsuccessful in advancing towards Vasyukivka, and the Ukrainian forces successfully repelled all attacks. In the Siversk direction, the Ukrainian forces are once again demonstrating excellent defensive results. As a result, Russian attacks in 3 directions were repelled. There are no offensive actions today, only shelling. The Russians have suffered further losses, both in equipment and personnel, so it's interesting to see how much longer they can sustain such loss rates. In the direction of Kremenna, shelling continues along the entire front line. Furthermore, near Kremenna, strikes are once again being recorded. In the vicinity of Svatove, battles continue near the village of Nadiya. The occupiers have intensified their shelling of the settlement, but all their attacks have been unsuccessful and the front line remains unchanged. In the Kupiansk direction, the situation remains complex. The occupiers are conducting a large number of shelling attacks on the settlement near the front and continue to advance towards Sinkivka and Ivanivka. They have tactical successes, and from some positions they have managed to push the Ukrainian forces back. However, this all happens within the gray zone. Globally, the front line remains unchanged. It is once again confirmed that the Ukrainian forces are conducting counterattacks, and the Russians are surprised at where the Ukrainian forces are getting so many resources. Now let's move on to the southern directions. In the Soledar direction, the occupiers advanced in 4 different directions yesterday. However, they haven't achieved any success. Therefore, having suffered significant losses, today they are advancing only in the direction of Zolota Neva and Persistivka. Shelling continues along the entire front line. In the Zaporizhia direction, the Russians have once again become more active. Today, they are storming our positions from 2 sides, near Opytne, and battles are ongoing in Pervomaiske. The intensity of shelling has also decreased along the entire front line, and the occupiers are doing everything to cut off the Ukrainian forces salient in their defense. In the Kherson direction, there is a high level of shelling. The changes along the front line yesterday in 2 directions are very promising. Advancements of 2.5 kilometers near Opytne and 600 meters near Mariinka have made the occupiers nervous. In addition to increasing the number of shelling attacks, they have started actively moving reserves to the front line to prevent further Ukrainian advances to the south. So far, no significant clashes have been reported, and the Ukrainian armed forces are not advancing further. We are waiting to see how events develop. Meanwhile, Ukrainian soldiers are sharing the main tactics of the occupiers with correspondents.
Вивозили нашого кулеметника з Бахмуту. І він каже, я такого ніколи в житті не те, що не бачив, я собі уявити не міг. Я косив наступаючих оцих окупантів, поки в мене не закінчилися патрони, а вони по трупах лізли далі і далі. Ще тені померли, ще кричать, а вони вже на них наступають і по них ідуть далі. І він казав, я казав, що я чуть з глузду не з'їхав, що я в один день стільки людей вб'ю. Ці м'ясні штурми – це не поодинокий випадок. Дуже страшні речі розповідали, що вони спочатку кидали своїх беззбройних, ці вагнерівці. Вони просто біжали без зброї на наші позиції, кажуть, ми їх клали, а ті вичисляли, звідки ми стріляли. Нашу вогневу позицію вичисляли і потім накривали. Але для того, щоб вичислити, вони просто кидали беззбройних своїх вперед, щоб ми їх вбили. І от коли таке розповідаєш, ти розумієш, наскільки твій ворог аморальний.
And that's all for now. Thank you for watching and see you next time. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Bye bye.